What's good, everybody? This is Nonpfixion of Real Fan Sports. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as notification bell to stay locked in to our fan list reviews and all of our new content. Peace out. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nonpfixion. This is Real Fan Sports, and we have another great video in store for you as we bring up the homie, the co-host, the partner. What's up, Zach? How you doing, sir?
What's good, Nan? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Just hear from some good videos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What we got today?
So this one is a basketball video. It deals with Michael Jordan, the GOAT.
Oh,
actually.
the GOAT.
The
Yeah.
GOAT. And the title says, "These are times Michael Jordan humiliated his opponents." Now, I've definitely heard a handful of stories in my time. I'm not sure what you've heard. Jordan is one to definitely take things personal to humiliate people.
I like it, bro. I like it.
It fits the meme. The meme is real. Like when people saw that meme, when he said, "I take that personal," that's not just a meme. It's Jordan's way of life.
That's Michael Jordan. I got you.
All right, let's get into it.
That he inspired in others was insane.
Kobe,
I was
RP.
terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You was scared of MJ?
Yeah.
Now, if Shaq say that, you know it's a
Are the
problem.
times Michael
Right.
Jordan humiliated his
The
opponents.
stuff that I saw when I was in college on TV is just like really real.
And what Jordan did to Alonzo Mourning should get him
I
locked
think I
up
might have
for
seen
attempted
this one.
murder.
For attempted murder.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he yelled at him, yeah.
I missed that part of the NBA, man. Now it's taunting, and I get it,
Yeah.
but like, I like that.
It's
Let
part
him
of the
hear it.
excitement of the
He's a
game.
psychopath. I mean, the man once humiliated
Let him
a
hear it,
kid
bro.
just to prove that he was the GOAT.
Get the crowd involved.
This
Get your
is
teammates
O.J.
involved. I
Mayo.
love
And in
that.
2006,
Oh, yeah,
he
O.J.
was the
Mayo.
#1 ranked high school player in all of America. So, being the talented kid he was,
What happened to
O.J. was
O.J. Mayo?
personally invited to Michael Jordan's
True.
flight school, a basketball
I
camp
remember.
where kids can learn straight from the GOAT.
Yo, it's the Michael Jordan
Flight school.
Learn
I
how to
remember these
increase your
commercials.
hang time. Learn how to tackle defenses. Learn how to wear really great sneakers.
And what kid would decline that? This was like a dream come
Sneakers.
true for OJ. So he packed up his bags and flew out to Cali, ready to learn from the greatest. But little did OJ know, this camp would turn into his worst nightmare.
You know, I'm
Oh,
playing in
no.
my camp against O.J. Mayo. He was a top high school kid coming
And I
in.
believe
In
this is
front of my camp.
definitely retired.
He
Mike,
starts
right?
his thing
I believe.
about, you can't guard me, you can't do
think
this.
so.
You know, I got my campus here, so I can't really go where I want to go because I own my camp.
And then
Yeah.
he said, "Okay, now let me handle my business." And he looked me in my face and said that. I'm like, "What you mean?" So he said, "I need all the campers, everybody to leave. Let's clear the gym."
From this point on, it's a lesson.
Oh,
From
no.
that point on, it wasn't a lesson.
No.
It was a game.
OJ, no, he
Love,
messed up
everything.
at that
He
one.
did the famous fadeaway on me. And then he said, "Hey, young fella, let me tell you something.
You may be the best high school player, but I'm the best player in the world.
Jordan, the kid can't even drive yet. What the hell?
He said he can't
OJ
drive
got off
yet.
easy compared to most NBA players.
Yeah.
Because Michael Jordan has been humiliating the same NBA player
I read them lips
for
clear.
40 years straight. And it all started
He said it
back
twice,
in
too.
college.
Patrick
It was
Ewing.
March 29th, 1982. Michael Jordan versus Patrick Ewing
Yeah.
for the
Georgetown
NCAA
Hoyas.
championship. And with MJ down 1 with just 17 seconds left, he gets the ball and makes history.
This was a shot.
Oh, it's so pretty, man.
Jordan's
Yeah.
title-winning shot not only sent Ewing home, but it also marked the beginning of a lifetime of humiliation. Because once they both made it to the NBA, Jordan took every chance
Every
he could get
opportunity,
to make
bro.
Patrick Ewing
Every
his bitch.
opportunity.
Monster blocks.
No kid, every game didn't
Ewing
matter.
in his
Every
face,
opportunity.
5 straight playoff knockouts.
Oh, you
Patrick
are blocking Ewing like that.
Patrick Ewing is one of the players who should have had a title, but unfortunately, he played in the East with Michael Jordan. That is, bro, like.
It was
So what
March
you're telling me
29th,
is Ewing is still
1982.
having nightmares
Michael Jordan.
Oh,
of,
yeah.
of Michael Jordan.
He's on the list of players that are in the Hall of Fame that never got a ring, but should have gotten a ring, but never did because they were in the East. And back then, players were a lot more loyal. They didn't switch sides as much, so he wasn't going to the West to try to get an opportunity to get to the title. Stayed true to New York Knicks, and unfortunately, you got to go to Chicago. Never let him pass. Do not pass here. Like, no. Thou shall not pass.
Jordan versus Patrick Ewing for the
Patrick Ewing was a
championship.
beastly
With MJ down one,
college player.
with just 17 seconds left, he gets the ball and makes history.
I just love how much he upsets him. They don't play the same position either. Like,
Yeah.
but he's
Jordan's
still
title
in his
winning
ear,
shot
in his
not only
way.
sent Ewing home, but it also marked the beginning of a lifetime.
That's how you
of
know you a bad
humiliation.
man, when you
Once
can
they
look
both
up
made it
at
to the
someone and
NBA,
still instill
Jordan
fear
took
into him.
every chance he could get to
Exactly.
make Patrick Ewing his bitch. Monster screaming in his face. 5 straight playoff knockouts.
That block's crazy. That block's crazy.
You heard him. 5
In
straight knockouts
1991,
in the
Jordan
playoffs.
hit Ewing with one of the most embarrassing poster dunks in NBA history.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
1991 NBA season, the playoffs.
But it's all good though, because in 2002, Ewing retired from the NBA and finally escaped Jordan's wrath. Or
that's
at least
terrible.
He's been talking trash from the first day that I met him, and he still continued to talk trash, telling me that I have never beaten him when it counted.
I mean, you guys met as high school recruits.
Right.
That's a long time. That's
They've
decades
met
and
in high
decades of
school,
trash talk,
bro.
Patrick.
Oh,
He's been
yes,
talking
it
trash for
doesn't
40
stop.
years.
Even today, if I call him right now, he'll still be talking trash to me.
Patrick Ewing didn't even do anything.
I want him to call him. I want him to call. Like, would you imagine he called him on live?
Can't say the same
Yo,
for
Mike, what's
Reggie
up?
Miller, 'cause as a
Hey, what's up, loser?
he made
Like,
the biggest mistake of his life, disrespecting Michael Jordan. See, in 1987, during Reggie's first year in the NBA, he played Jordan's Bulls in a preseason match.
you know, I just can't see Reggie Miller trying to
Reggie
even
went off,
remotely try and step up.
points over Jordan, and locking him up so bad that by
This-
the end of the
okay.
half, Jordan only had 4 points.
Reggie Miller talks about
4.
this. This is
So,
one of the stories
little
Reggie
was
Miller tells.
feeling
This game.
himself, thinking
All right,
he was
let
the
me see.
GOAT, and thought it'd be a good idea to shit talk Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna have
My
to find
rookie
it.
year,
Oh, here you go. They
we
got
were
it.
playing the Chicago Bulls, and this is Michael Jordan's 3rd or 4th year in. And Chuck Person, who's on my team, who's a trash talker as well, is like, can you believe Michael Jordan, the guy everyone's talking about, who's supposed to be able to walk on water? You're out here killing him, Reg. This is in the first half. He's like, you should be talking to him. It's like, you know, you're right, Michael. Who do you think you are? That's
Who
right.
do
There's
you
a new
think
kid
you
on
are?
town, right? Kind of looks at me and starts shaking his head. So at half, I have 10 and he has 4 points, right? I'm doing all this talking. He's like, okay. End of the game in the second half, he ended up with 44 and I ended up with 12.
He scored 2 points.
He's like, you sure? And be careful. You never talk to Black Jesus like that. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm
so sorry, Black Jesus.
I'm so
I'm so
sorry.
sorry, Black Jesus.
Did you ever do it again? Never to Michael Jordan. Never to Michael.
You know, I think Reggie learned a valuable
Reggie,
lesson.
in the
This man
East,
Jordan
couldn't
is
get past Jordan.
downright petty. Like one time, he came out of retirement just to humiliate this NBA player.
Yes, he
Yeah.
really did.
Back in 1999, most players were thanking God they didn't have to face Jordan anymore. But there was one man who felt different. Bulls guard Corey Benjamin.
This
Yo,
dude.
who the f is this? Man, I don't know.
I was about to ask the
guy
same
told
question.
media, I'm sorry Mike retired, because I was looking forward to beating him one-on-one. But luckily, Jordan didn't even know what a Corey Benjamin was. He went back to enjoying his tequila and cigars.
Not who, what?
But over the next few months, Corey started trashing Mike's name, telling his teammates that Jordan was overrated, washed up. He couldn't beat him one-on-one. This Corey Benjamin dude was just
Why?
asking to die.
Why?
During a Bulls practice, he
Who
dug his own
shows
grave. when he stole a teammate's cell phone, called up Jordan, and said this.
You know, I said a little bit too much.
What you say? What you say? What you say?
I can get you. And he said, what? I said, yeah, I want that. He said, all right, I'll be at your practice Monday morning. I'm like, yeah, right. Man, we flew back to Chicago. We broke practice. Bulls on 3. Bulls. Guess who walked in the door? MJ walked in the door, Chris. I damn it took a dump on myself.
I love how Jordan waited to the end of practice too before he pulled it. He probably talked a whole practice. Oh, he ain't coming. He ain't coming. 1, 2,
Did he
3. Did he score 1?
you scared.
Oh.
Got stripped.
You reach, I teach.
And you can, if you get a chance, there's basketball games during the game, you can hear him saying that to players. You reach, I teach. I'm like, come on, man.
My God,
Who does that? He said, "Don't come
Jordan
retirement."
is messed up in the head.
You wasted my
He has
time.
No limit. I mean, he'll even humiliate the people.
Oh,
he loves
this is
most.
terrible. He
See,
talks
in the
so
90s,
bad on Charles
there
and
was one
on the Oprah
player
Winfrey Show.
that Jordan did everything with. Charles Barkley. Yeah,
And this is like
the two
his
were
best friend.
friends, but in
No good.
1993, everything changed.
That's why Charles got into the Space Jam.
Because when they met in the NBA Finals, Jordan did something downright dirty. Right before Game 4, he invited Charles Barkley to a round of golf. Where
Oh,
he
God,
gifted
we all
him
know how Charles plays golf.
$20,000 diamond
Man.
earrings. And that sounds nice, but it was all a part of Jordan's secret plan to butter Charles up and him. Jordan later told his assistant coach his true motive.
Whoever's
saying,
announcing
"Charles
this,
won't
bro,
get in my
is
way
great.
The rest of the
Yeah.
series. What's 20,000 to me? He thinks we're great friends. I hate that fat. Evil, but hey, it worked. Because the very next game, Jordan humiliated Barkley in front of the whole world.
7-second disparity between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan.
Oh. Oh, not the and one. And Charles.
This was
Hands
the
on the
team.
head.
Jordan grabbed the dub by dropping.
This was supposed to be the team on the West Coast that was put together to kind of defeat this team. Charles
Right.
Barkley, Thunder Dan, Kevin Johnson. It was team of shooters. This was like one of the first real experiments of shooting teams before
Okay.
way before us. Because they had a lot of shooters. Charles could actually shoot back in. I don't know what his actual numbers were for the 3-point line, but he could shoot. He was a good big man down bottom, but he could shoot. So this team was supposedly put together to be able to defeat Jordan.
Right.
That was the claim to fame, but everybody knew that wasn't going to happen.
Dropping 55 points. And just a few days later, he sent Barkley home and won his 3rd ring. Jordan, how you gonna do your friend like that, dog? Damn, that's ruthless. But if we're
Friend like
talking ruthless,
Damn.
gotta talk about what Jordan did to the Dikembe Mutombo, because MJ hit him with the most embarrassing poster dunk of his NBA career.
When that tongue come out, you know, it ain't a
Jordan
game.
was dominating the league, dunking on everyone. Well, everyone except one player. 7'2" monster.
The
Dikembe
Dikembe be like, no. I hate how people can't even do that. You can't even wave your finger no more. That's such a good. That's such a
Mutombo
fun
getting
thing.
text all day.
All day.
No.
So, no matter how hard Jordan tried, he
I do
couldn't
remember a
land
little
his
bit of
team
Mutombo in his
dunk
later years.
on Mutombo's
And
gigantic
still
ass.
with the finger
He
wag.
still do it,
Whole
yeah.
career.
97, Dikembe rubbed it in.
Mike, come on, man. Be for real, you haven't got me yet. Mike,
Don't even try it.
you want me to go call Scotty?
You have to call Scotty. I haven't got you recently. Yeah, I agree with
No,
that.
you haven't got
He
me in
said, I
6
ain't
years. One good guy just go and say it.
Dikembe.
No. Never. He said, I'll get you one day.
No.
Okay, All-Star
He
game.
never dunked on you.
Weekend.
He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to.
Ewing's like, damn, I was hoping someone else would. He put someone else on the highlight. Always get me.
See, the problem. Okay, so
Dikembe was talking shit, and he
Dikembe talking trash, but if you really pay attention to what Ewing's doing, Ewing's talking so much more trash to pump up Jordan to
he had
jam in
gas.
his face.
He had some gas.
Yeah,
he had some gas to the
he
fire.
added so much to the fire.
Look, gas
Jordan
expensive
would
now. He don't
never
care.
dunk on
He
him.
got money.
But a couple of months later, when the two squared off in the playoffs, Jordan got his revenge.
There we go.
Oh.
And then he waved
Yeah.
him back. And everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. So even the announcers were talking about it.
He never put you on the highlight.
No. He said, I would love to
give him my poster, but there's no happening.
And that's all
Not
he
only
needed
did
was
Jordan
that
hit
single
Dikembe
picture.
with the most humiliating poster dunk of his career.
Oh,
He
my
also
God. The
eliminated
finger
him
wax
from the
disgusting
playoffs
afterwards.
in the same game.
Steve Kerr.
Embarrassing. But
Steve
hey,
Kerr.
it's still
Jed
not as
Butler.
bad as what happened to Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
Because
this beef is-
Jordan did
yeah.
him the dirtiest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
well, we know
ruined
the
man's
Bulls in Detroit.
entire legacy. See, in the late 80s,
Them boys
Jordan
hated each other, man.
Isaiah Thomas.
They really
Because
did.
his Pistons knocked him out of the playoffs 3 seasons in a row. And clowned his ass with plays like this.
10:25 to go opening quarter. It's a fight right there.
Lambeer was
But
you
despite
sent
all
him
the
there to do dirty
he made
work.
sure to shake Isaiah's hand after every single loss. Now that's respect. But in
I like that about Jordan.
1991,
He wasn't no
shit hit
punk
the
about that.
fan. Because during their 4th straight playoff matchup, Jordan's Bulls were just 8 seconds away from finally eliminating the Pistons when Isaiah Thomas did the unthinkable,
Yeah.
walked off the court, left MJ hanging.
2 years in a row, we shook their hands when they beat us.
Oh, I remember watching this.
To the game.
I got to go back and finish this. I watched
That's
all but
sportsmanship.
like the last
No
2.
matter how much it hurt.
I still haven't watched any
And
of it.
believe me, it fucking hurt.
It's
There's no
great.
way you can convince me he wasn't an asshole.
You could see it in Jordan's eyes. He was furious. And from this point forward, Jordan knew
Yeah,
he
that-
wanted cold-blooded revenge. So over the next few months, Jordan started scheming until he came up with a devious plan. Get Isaiah banned from the most legendary squad ever, the
Yeah.
1992 Olympic Dream Team. See, Jordan, being the best player of all time, knew that Team USA would do anything for
Yeah.
him. So during a recruiting call with the Olympic
Isaiah
Committee, Jordan
was
agreed
supposed to be on that
play,
squad.
but with just one
So Mike Petty like
condition.
that.
They called me to ask me to block. Rob phone call and said, Rob, I love to play because Isaiah Thomas on the team.
Yeah, that's basically all he said.
That
He
was
said he wouldn't
leaked
play for Isaiah.
audio proving
Well, you know,
Jordan
and
had
I think
Isaiah
I've heard this
banned
story
from the
before, and at
Dream
first
Team.
I was like, "Oh man, Mike, you know, Mike's being a little petty for this situation, right?"
Yeah.
But like when you go back and you kind of figure it out, like, is he being petty? Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, hey, bro, like I've been showing you my respect. Why didn't I get it back?
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, I agree. I agree. He should, Isaiah shouldn't have walked off. Even if the rest of the team did, Isaiah should have shook his hands because even those previous years, like Jordan, like they said, Jordan always shook their hands. Even when he lost, he shook their hand out of respect because he respected them as a team because how good they were. They were one of the greatest teams for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
respect that team. But the fact that they all walked off with 7.9 seconds left to be, might I add, the game wasn't even over yet. They walked off before the game was even finished, and then had the nerve not to even look at him, not to shake his hand. Okay, but I always felt like they said this for so long that Jordan was the reason he never got on that team. Jordan, and for a while, the report said Jordan said he wasn't. But when I heard that audio tape, I was like, you might not have asked for him not to be on there, but the fact that you said I won't play if he plays, you basically said,
oh yeah,
you can't put him on the team.
And you got to put Michael Jordan on the Olympic team. You got to. You
Well,
have to.
this was like the first real time they did it with all NBA players.
Yeah.
And they had all NBA players.
This the original Dream Team, right?
Is the original Dream Team. Yeah. That's why they call it this. That's why he said the greatest team of all time. So it's the original Dream Team and Christian Laettner, like who was the only college kid.
So who would have Isaiah replaced then?
I forgot who they had in his
place. I have to go back and look because I don't remember either.
I don't remember the entire squad. I just remember the biggest names. I don't remember the entire squad.
Yeah.
Costing him a gold medal and a place in basketball history.
That's so crazy.
Over a handshake.
Over a
Isaiah
handshake.
still regrets it.
I said petty.
Yeah,
But
they both were petty. They both were petty.
Yeah.
Had been
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah.
This man Jordan has
But they both were
humiliated
petty and
everyone.
cocky. They were
But
cocky.
There's only one NBA player.
I mean, it's a
that's
true
ever
rivalry,
Made him
man.
regret it. Kobe.
Yeah.
Bryant.
I wonder
See,
which story they're gonna tell.
Bean. NBA. He led the Wizards to a 1-point win over Kobe's Lakers. But instead of just taking the dub and moving on, Jordan wanted to rub it in Kobe's face one last time. So after the game, he walked up to Kobe, looked him dead in the eyes, and said, "You can put my shoes on all you want, but you're never
yeah.
gonna fill
Yeah.
them."
He chose this story.
Kobe got humiliated by his idol, and all he could think about was getting back at Jordan. So Kobe locked himself in the gym, Stop talking to his own teammates.
Hey, that's the one thing I respect
None.
about Kobe so much, man. He's the closest thing you'll ever see to Michael Jordan's mentality ever
Bro,
again.
I don't know if you ever heard this story, like being told by one of the teammates, but they said that he didn't talk to the team for 8 months until they played Jordan again. He
That's
didn't talk
crazy.
to nobody. So end the season goes on, that's 3-4 months during during the off season, and then they didn't play him until later into the actual season. I think it had to be something ridiculous, like 6-7 months, something stupid. But
Right.
he didn't talk until that game day. And I think he went off for something like 40 or something like that. Kobe did.
Yeah. Jeez.
Practice until March of 2003, when, during their final matchup ever, Kobe Bryant put Michael Jordan in his place.
This was the passing of the torch.
Yeah.
This game was the passing of the torch.
Kobe Bryant, he is unbelievable. They trail now by 1. Here's his jumper, and that's the first lead.
It's such a pretty shot too, though.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. Another 3 for Kobe. Kobe guarded by Lou. Kobe's long jumper. Oh no!
Kobe was feeling it,
Wet, bro. You can't do nothing but respect that, man.
Kobe dropped 42 points.
Yeah, 42.
In the
I was thinking
first half
44.
alone. By the end of the night, he scored 55 on Jordan, marking this game as the passing of the torch
There
from
you go.
one GOAT to another.
And that's the moment.
That's some beautiful shit, man. It's even more beautiful. This video right here. These are the top 20 plays.
Steph Curry. We'll probably have to watch that one too. But
We're gonna have to watch that too. for
man, the Kobe one, I remember hearing that and thinking like that's true. That Mamba mentality he's always talked about. That's what that is. He focused so hard. He didn't talk to his teammates or his coaches
for that long, like months.
And I forgot who I heard the story from. But I remember him saying he even went to like Phil Jackson. I think at this time Phil Jackson was coaching for the Lakers and asking, "Hey, what's wrong with Kobe?" And I guess Phil was like, "Don't worry about it. He'll be fine." Because he knew what was going on.
Phil
mentally.
Jackson's been around. Like he coached MJ. He knows. He knows he has that same heart. He's got that same attitude.
Killed him
Now,
for 55 though.
What? Right, yeah. Well, someone had to do it. Everybody's got to get got at least once. Everyone's got to get got. It don't matter. It might have been his end of his career, but someone's got to get got once.
At least once, bro.
Now, do you think we'll ever see in the NBA a rivalry like that of the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls ever again? Like, do you think we'll ever see something like that again? Especially now that players aren't as loyal to teams as much anymore.
I think the closest we got to it so far is LeBron, Steph. That's probably the closest we got to it. And even then, it wasn't like a rivalry where they hate each other.
It's super watered down, right?
Yeah, they didn't hate each other. They might have in the moment hate each other because they're competitive. But I think that might have been the closest thing to that type of rivalry. So, but as far as after this point, I don't know who's going to be. Somebody has to become some form of a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to become close to it to have that type of bullseye on their back where somebody is going at them like that. And that's where LeBron was considered the GOAT because he was considered the greatest in the NBA. Steph and the crew were coming up and building a dynasty.
I think we're gonna have to wait and see who the next GOAT's gonna be because LeBron has kind of held that for a while now, and because he's still prominent in the league and still putting up good numbers, like to say that he's the best person in the league right now, no, he's not. But it's hard to like give that torch to someone else as saying like this is the new greatest of all time. It's kind of hard to put someone in that place yet.
I look at it like this: when a player is considered to me, you guys, when a player is considered the best in the league is when the world around us, the world around sports, emulates that player. So
I agree.
In the 80s, everybody emulated Jordan. Gatorade had a song. Sometimes I groove, sometimes I move, sometimes I wish I, like Mike, if I could be like it was a song, like it was literally a song. And it was the commercials would hit. People would sing. You got people dancing all through New York and Chicago, and it was just a song. And you see in the commercials, those commercials for Nike, it was just Jordan and Spike Lee in black and white,
right?
And sold billions,
right?
So he had 17 story banners in Japan and China, Russia of all places. You know what I'm saying? So when you cross some boundaries like that, then you're the greatest at that during that time period. LeBron was, for a long time, everybody just talked about LeBron.
That's true.
But I know people are going to hate what I'm about to say, but right now the best player in NBA is Steph Curry. For the last 7 years, the number one player being talked about with the highest ratings, no matter injured or not, has been Steph Curry. Everybody has tried to emulate Steph Curry. Even other NBA players have tried to emulate Steph Curry.
Now I'm going to say this, and let me hear what you think about this. So, whenever the passing of the torch to Kobe, right?
Yeah.
We still look at Kobe as one of the GOATs of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He had every time we threw a piece of trash into the trash can, Kobe.
Say Kobe.
We had that, right? But his dominance as the GOAT, as like the person that everyone's going to talk about as his idol, it was short-lived because LeBron came. Now LeBron held that for a long time, but then Steph came along and Steph's running. I wonder if Steph is going to kind of be like how that was, because he, during the beginning of his career, was, I wouldn't say overshadowed, but just so much focus was put on LeBron during that time that we didn't get to appreciate that Steph greatness that could have been something even crazier, if that makes sense.
And even in the beginning, like what the first 3 years, for 3 seasons or 4 seasons of Steph was ankle injuries. So until they figured that out, Steph couldn't Steph. He couldn't be Steph. And then all of a sudden, 2016 hits and he becomes a unanimous MVP. And all of a sudden, people are talking about the babyface assassin. Babyface assassin is. He's in songs. He's on the Wheaties boxes. Now now in 2022, he not only is one of the first NBA players to sponsor an actual athlete in the NC2A. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the first player to do that.
Right.
He's also, he took a he took a shoe from a brand that was, well, I won't say was dying, but didn't have no space in the NBA market, zero, to being an actual competitor.
Right.
It's an actual competitor where people, they weigh their options now. It's not just, I'm going straight to Nike. You know what I'm saying? Right. Oh, well, Under Armour actually has really good shoes. Besides having great, sports gear, period, they have good shoes. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say when it comes to sports, you have to look at not the game of basketball itself, but how the world
everything
views the game
else
of basketball.
Around it.
Because once the world starts to shift, as the gameplay shifts on the basketball courts in the parks, that's how you see who really is the face of basketball. And right now, everybody's trying to be like Steph.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at 2 things. First thing being, you guys, if y'all stuck around so far into this video, let us know who your GOAT is.
Yeah, let us know.
And tell us why. Tell us why. Let's start that debate. It's a fun debate. It's a good conversation. Y'all let us know who your GOAT is and let us know why. And we'll comment underneath and give you our thoughts on it as well. And secondly, who is it that was the announcer who made this video? Because his announcing was amazing. His commentary throughout the thing was beautiful. Please give a shout out to that channel. That channel is great.
So this channel is called Rebound. It's a channel that I'm subscribed to. So you referred it to me, but I'm subscribed to the channel. We'll have a link in the description. Once again, it's called Rebound, Rebound. They have some really entertaining videos, but some fun videos and commentary that comes along with their videos. But like I said, we'll leave a link in the description for you guys to check out. Please subscribe to them. Show them some love. Watch their videos, watch their content. Help them boost up the channel more. But I really enjoyed that video. It was well done, well put together.
I did too.
So come to the end of the video. We appreciate you guys for checking out the video. And like he said, if you made it to this point, let us know who's your GOAT. That's a question that's so hard to talk about, because I think so many people disregard Kobe Bryant, and I don't understand why. I think that's a mass media thing where the media disregards him. So therefore everybody in their heads like, oh, Kobe's not great. Kobe was great. I'm not even a Lakers fan. I can tell you Kobe was great.
Kobe's great, right? And
I think if Jordan's 1A, Kobe's my 1B. I have to do that. I can't disregard him in that fact. Also, don't forget, 95% of you guys that watch the channel are not subscribed to the channel. With that being said, if you can hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video. Would be most appreciated. Anything else for you?
Subscribe button. Ring the bells. Tune in. We got a lot of videos coming. A lot of great content. Tell us what you want to see next.
We literally have about 60 videos. And I'm not joking. I am not joking.
Not even joking.
And it's all sports. So all sports coming your direction. Man, my name is Nonpfixion. This is my co-host, Zach. This has been another production for Real Fan Sports. Thank you guys for being here. We truly appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. We'll catch you on the next one, and hope you enjoyed this one. Appreciate you. Love you. We out, y'all.
Cheers.
Peace out.